Hey everyone, this is Andre from Olive Tree Therapies. I am based in Edinburgh, but today I am here in the Highlands, which has been great. And yeah, I hope you enjoy the scenery as much as I am enjoying it. So today we're doing a video on how to chant the sound, so the kara. And there's a lot of misconceptions about what it is and why you'd chant it. But I thought I would give you sort of a reduced, summarized version of this. So, is yoga's understanding of the primordial sound. So, it is the sound of the creation of the universe, it's the sound of God, it's representative of the past, present, and future. So yeah, it's also the where every other sound comes from. So the reason why you'd chant it, amongst various reasons, but I think one of the big reasons why you'd want to chant it is to sort of experience creation and divinity or God, however you want to understand that, within you. And also it's understood that the vibrations that chanting create within the body can have self-healing properties, to have that reverberation. Um, it's actually really interesting because there's some studies that have been published on the benefits of chanting and what that actually does to activations of certain parts of the brain. So if you're interested in that, do check the description. So so yeah, that's just a little insight or a little window of why you would want to or could chant Also, I personally find that it's a really useful technique on how to be more meditative, or how to get into prepared for meditation. So just because there's quite a lot of things going on when you chant there is the paying attention to the vibrations that the sounds emanate, um, or create in your body. There's paying attention to that. There's the actual making of the sounds. And yeah, so, and also the paying attention to how the breath flows, or how the sound travels from through, supposedly through all the chakras, from the bottom to the top. So there's quite a lot of things happening, which I find is useful to anchor your attention, which sometimes can be a little bit more helpful than just anchoring attention on breath, or on a other meditative technique. So I personally find that this is really useful. So is actually easier or important if you break it down into letters. So it's three different sounds that we are creating when we chant So the first one is akara, so the syllable, the letter A. So it's actually, we actually start with as opposed to straight into as we sort of understand it. Um, the second letter that we're chanting is ukara. So this kara means sound. So that is O, the O bit, the or the O. And then we have the makara, which is the which is with closed lips. Um, so we are sort of breaking it down into all these three letters and spelling it out from beginning to end. So I'll just tell you how to do it one time, and then you could do a round of 3 times, and then you could build it up to a round of 12 times if you like, just see how you get on with it. So it's also really important that you pay attention to your breath. So we're not going into repeating the sounds just sort of automatically. We are first playing to the top so that your tummy is completely full of air, and then we start chanting. And then when you get sort of out of breath, or when you've expelled all the air out of your body, and then just try to observe the end of the sound as well before you inhale again. So it goes something like this. Ah. So another important thing is to understand the ratio. So we spend the longest part of the creation of the sound in the R bit. The O bit is slightly less, and the least amount of time is in the bit at the end. So I'll do it one more time. Breathing in. And at the end here, I'm really, you might not be able, might not be perceptible to you, but I am finishing the and at the end, when there's no sound, I'm completely and fully exhaling. So it's not just about creating the sound, but also paying attention to, you'll know that when you do ah, that's actually coming from the tummy. When you move on to oh, that's traveling to your chest. So you're feeling the vibrations of the sound in the chest, and then you're feeling the vibrations of the sound in your head. So you should be paying attention to the sound and the vibrations as well as the breath. So there's quite a lot going on here. So we're going to do 3 rounds of this together. Cool. All right. Also, you could have your eyes open, fixed in one spot, soft gaze, or you could have your eyes closed. It's up to you. Also, you could be sitting cross-legged. You could be sitting on your like this. So you want to have actually, you could have your toes touching, but your ankles are actually separated. Or you could be in Shavasana, lying down, however you think is actually best for you. And your hands could be, in a receptive position, should you like. So we're going to breathe in all the way to the top. So you could continue this up to 12 times and just, yeah, see how you feel. And yeah, I mean, it's also really important, I think, that you could make this as spiritual as you like. So it doesn't have to be about adopting any particular religion or anything. I mean, you could just decide to think of God within you if that's what you would like, or divinity within you if that's however you understand it. Or you could just simply adopt it as, you know, something that's bigger than you, but, and a great technique to actually feel more centered and less stressed and more in the moment. So yes, hopefully this has been useful in explaining what is about and how to do it properly. And I hope that you've enjoyed it. So yeah, thank you very much. And I hope that you have enjoyed the beautiful fire that I've managed to get going. Okay, thank you. Have a good one.